Let's go. 5-minute games, 13:23. We started with some big wins. We just need more of that. Okay, pawn into the middle. We've seen this before. Is it going to be e5? Almost everyone plays e5, but we have actually seen a lot of French, even today. So we'll take the full center against that. We want to get the knights out next. It's actually really weird, but we have seen this opening today. I don't know what to say about it. Okay, we definitely haven't seen that. But we had someone who played this. It was very, very weird. Okay. Let's castle here. Take that. Okay. Take that there. Knight takes. Guess rook into the middle. We have this h3 snorkel coming as well. Get our queen up. Snork up here. Snork up. Okay, bishop kind of needs to move, so let's get the queen out of the way. Although I'm looking at the options, and there's not a lot of options. Yeah, these ones aren't there, so I guess bishop here seems to be the move. He goes queen up. Just, yeah, bring the pieces on into the middle. We got RPMs waiting. Okay, knight here. This one looks like a solid one. Take that back. Okay, bishop here. Well, knight into the middle. A move that we're always ready to play at this point. Seems to make a lot of sense. Brings the rook over. Let's go ahead and take that. And he's going to take back. Take this. That's a check. Let's grab it. Okay. Well, guess that wasn't the smartest. I wish we had a tactic with this bishop, you know, but we don't. So let's just get him to trade with us. There we go. Hopefully this is fine here. Bishop needs to move. We definitely want our king into the middle. So that's probably next. Let's keep the rook in the center. Also hit this pawn. Sorry, if you heard me say also hit this pawn, it's because I was also hitting this knight. Okay. Okay. Let's bring our king. Yes. Okay, pawn's hitting the rook. Go rook into the middle, and then we actually have a nice, pretty simple discovered check here. So let's go for that and take a free rook and, well, hopefully not have problems converting this. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. I was initially concerned, but in a matter of 5 moves, he hung his knight and hung his rook. We'll take that. Literally, we'll take that. Yeah, this is a strange opening for sure. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, it looks like a kind of nonsense to me. Just gonna always make sure we're castled, snorked up, bishop developed, random pawn move, RPM. We went for a trade here. We're actually down material. You know, if he just took this or something and then defended the pawn, we would just be down material. So it's not our finest position, but hey, we just kept it solid. We were only down 1 pawn, didn't feel that bad, and then yeah, c5 just takes the win there. All right, let's go. Pawn into the middle. We're going to match that. And, of course, take here. The knights need to join next. Okay, knight hit. We'll definitely go to the center. Okay, bishop there. Get our other knight out. Probably our bishop coming next. Okay, queen here. Yeah, this is kind of a problem. Like, I just don't have time to get that bishop out. So I think, unfortunately, this is going to be one of those times where we just sucks to suck. Like, we're going to have to play pawn here and block our bishop. So let's go bishop here and castle. All the other squares were covered. And yeah, this is going to be a very tough game. Okay, that's a trade, so we'll go ahead and do that. But this bishop only has one square. The queen is going to have trouble developing, so I'm not looking forward to this. So we've got our bishop out. We want to snork up here with h6. I'm not looking forward to this. Rook to the middle, but we're already running out of space because, you know, our queen can't go up. If our queen could move up, we could bring the other rook over. But I don't have space to do that right now. I really don't. So I don't know. What can we do? Like, these pieces have to move so I can get up. So knight to b4, like try to put the knight in the middle of the board. Maybe give my bishop some space so that, I mean, this is what I'm looking to accomplish here. Bishop out, queen d7, and rook d8. I just don't feel comfortable without all that happening. So bishop out, we get our queen up, we get a rook over. And if we get attacked, put our knight smack into the center of the board. So that's the best we got. And here we do get attacked. So let's go straight into the middle here. Okay. Queen e4. Okay, we've actually seen this before. These two lined up, super snork. This is finally getting a chance to use that. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. Don't really love the position, but it's a thing of beauty. Queen up. Let's, you know, queen over. The whole shebang. The very rare super snork. Very rare indeed. Okay. Queen to g4. Well, this is a red dot, so let's go ahead and move out of the way of that. Listen, bud, if you'd like to draw the game, you just have to say so. I see your red dot again, and I raise you a king move. I raise you a king move. You want to go back? I'll go back. Draw is fine by me. Okay, knight there. I mean, that's looking freaky. I'm gonna get rid of that. It's a nice trade there. The only annoying thing is I can't get my rook into the middle now, so don't really know what my next move is gonna be. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really get my my rook over. What what does a guy do in a position like this? RPM or something? Like yeah. Hitting with the RPM. Okay. Bishop into the middle. Can't say I really know what's going on with that move. Yeah, bishop bishop e4, what's happening? RPM? Are we are we scared? What's happening here? Okay. He's taking. No problem. No problem. Problem. Well, this is not, it's not exactly what we signed up for. Yeah, I've got nothing to stop that, so I think in order to keep playing the game, this is our only option here. Truly tragic. We take, oh my god, we take, I can't even get my king to the middle here. Are we quick enough? Are we quick enough? Get me out of there. Hey, wait. Okay, he's back this way. We have 10 seconds and a dream, which means I think you guys know if we only have that amount of time, like, yeah, no. Kind of have to start hitting the pre-moves. Yeah, this is a little tough here. Okay, I mean, yeah. We're pre-moving. Go me. Go me. What are we doing? I need him to disconnect or something. Man, it was our pre-move area of the game where we accidentally made a comeback here. It's like, if we didn't get so bamboozled earlier, feels like we might have had a chance, because all we did was bring the king to the middle, start pushing our pawn, and damn near worked. I mean, it kind of did work, but obviously he was going to get the win on time no matter what. I mean, we super snorked, and it did work. Problem is, our opponent, yeah, he came up with this was just beautiful. Like, the way that he saw what he wanted to do, saw that he could remove the thing that prevented it, and then executed it. Like, that's a high level plan at 1350. That gotta respect that. Gotta respect that. GG. We did get to use the super snork, but you know what? I liked my life better when I studied it. I realized when I would need to use it, and then I never had to use it. All of a sudden, I got a chance to use it, and I did not like the position. So, what was this opening? Oh, man. The gambits, the queen's gambits, they're still killing us. They're killing us. But you know what? The rating's still going up. Can't be too concerned. But yeah, I think a king's gambit, a queen's gambit, those are always going to be openings that are on the tougher side. That's for sure for us. Okay, here we go. Pawn into the middle. The knight comes out to match. Bishop, because again, we don't want to do that. Okay, comes in with the pawn, no problem. Take that. Get our knight out. Okay, bishop is hit. Let's obviously stay pointed at the center here. We don't have an option, but we'll just go back. Get the snorkel up here, and let's get castled. Okay, obviously pawn up, and he's going to do this. That's a capture for us. Takes here. We have a fork here, but yeah. Problem with that is, we've done this before, and we saw the bad things that happened. Oh man, we got in big trouble. So we're just going to go here. Moving that pawn in front of the king. Not what we want to be doing. Okay, let's take that. Sure. Okay, we'll take that as well. See what he wants to do here. Okay, king check, I guess. Save ourselves here with this move. The knight comes up. Let's get the queen in the middle. Obviously, we want to bring the rook over, but I also thinking about getting rid of that rook there with rook g8. So let's do this. Queen in the middle. Kings, yeah, not fantastic here, but manageable. Okay. I mean, yeah, the queen is pointed at our king here. It's probably not the nicest. A little distant red dot. Okay, let's bring our rook over. This looks like something at least. Okay. And he's bringing the queen up and around. Yeah, at this point, I mean, I'm looking at this rook and I'm a little bit scared. I would love to trade, so let's go ahead and offer him a trade here. How about it? He's really not interested. Suppose he's attacking our pawn here. Does need defense. Doesn't feel great to just be defending here, but we do have, and let's not forget, we do have one extra pawn. And I better have one extra pawn because I'm suffering here. And I deserve one extra pawn to suffer the way I'm suffering. So that I do like. I guess we'll keep defending for now. Right, he's bringing more pieces in. This looks kind of tough. I guess it's RPM time. I'll definitely go for one in the center. This looks pretty nice. Hits the rook here, and maybe also shuts down the queen a little bit. Moves the rook. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing here. Okay, not gonna lie, this is a little bit of a panic move. I just need a move. Can't be sitting here for like 2 minutes. Okay, let's defend the snork. Always defend the snork. Just moving the knight back. I'm a little bit lost. Okay, he's moving the queen. Let's just finish off this RPM here. Okay. I really don't know what... Okay, bishop's hit. Let's stay near the center, of course. RPMs. I feel like we're both slowly running out of RPMs here. What is the game plan? Go more in the center here. Maybe help out with this pawn move in the center. D5. He goes here. He's fully ganging up on this pawn. Offer some defense. I'm still looking at this, though. I swear that's going to be decent for us. That's what we're looking for. Goes here. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay. Take that. We do have a nice looking center at least. Couple pawns there. Sure, let's trade that. Don't mind. Okay, he's pushing, but I mean, it's not crazy. We got some pawns here too. Okay. Just going here. I think we just I'm going to slide on over and take that. No harm done. Okay. Just take that as well. Ooh, okay. Did not see that, I gotta say. Let's move our king here. Okay. Okay, this pawn actually is defended 3 times, so I don't think this is doing anything. Am I wrong? Let's just push a pawn. Is this crazy? Is this crazy? Push. Into the center. Let's take that. Okay. I think at this point we may have to activate our pre-moves here, guys. We're gonna build a fortress near our king here, and okay, my first order of business. Okay. 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 Highly recommend. You're in a situation where you're down on time. Highly recommend this. Now, I don't want a situation where I got a rook here, I got a rook here, I got a king exposed. Like, you're down to the end of the game. You know that neither one of you is winning by checkmate. It's just the flag fest. I'm going to bring all my lads close to my king. I'm going to find a safe square, and I'm literally going to pre-move back and forth and back and forth. So regardless of what my opponent was going to do here, I got 8 seconds, he's got 18, right? So we're down a good 10. I was going to take my rook and go up and down the board. I have 88 moves that I can still play. 88. Lots of time. Okay, turns out he ended up taking. So I didn't really get to do that for very long. Okay, my next plan though, and you see I'm just grabbing my other rook. It's like, okay, what are some 2 safe squares? 1, 2, 1, 2. Like literally back and forth. And then by the time I've gone back and forth and I'm pre-moving, I got 7.6, he's got 8. Beautiful. And then he's offering me a trade. We know we take it. And okay, at this point, it's just nonsense. But at least bring your king to the center in the endgame and targeting your opponent's pawn all at once is something that does make a lot of sense. And at least here we wouldn't lose the game. And we just kind of escort the pawn up the board as we know how to do. So we're able to get the win on time there at the end. Very close game otherwise. But I really think at the end, you're stressing about the moves. It's like, clearly the quality of the moves doesn't matter. Just like pick a couple squares and shuffle back and forth between them. I guarantee you'll be making your moves faster than your opponent is making their moves. Bears 818, thanks for the 10 months with Prime. And Pratatma, thanks for the new Prime sub. Very nice. And let's continue. Pawn into the middle. And we have faced e5, I want to say, almost every time today. Okay, get our 2 knights out. Got our bishop coming next. But if no bishop from our opponent, then yeah, I'll take the full center. Don't mind if I do. We have a nice trade available there. Bishop develop. And we want to get castled. Okay, just take that. Knight there. I guess we'll just get castled here. I don't like to do too much with my own king in the center, but once my king's out of the way, I feel a little more empowered to, do moves like this. But doing too much with your own king in the center sometimes concerns me. It's so much safer to get the king out of the way and then act after that. Bishop needs to move. Stay central, hit the knight. Okay. I've always said, if you ever have the opportunity to check your opponent's king when your king's already castled, that's without question the move. Just that's the answer. So yes to this. Okay. Bishop needs to move. Make this one hits the center. We also have our snorkel with h3 that we're not going to forget about. Queen needs to develop. And the rook needs to come over. Notice how, we're not really taking this knight because it's not really doing anything. But, for example, if you play knight there, I would absolutely capture that. And let's bring the rook over. Looks pretty nice. Even my opponent, fairly good habits. One thing he's missing, though, is that pawn up there. What are we probably going to do next? I'm looking at moving this a pawn. I'm looking at doubling the rooks. We follow the same habits every game. We already know our next couple ideas. We can start to think to ourselves, like, oh, if the bishop goes there, ooh, that's a capture. That's a capture. Like, can start to plan all those moves. So, for example, here, maybe he's trying to do the same thing we are. Okay, I'm doubled up as well. Don't mind if I do. Okay, knight here. Now the knight's, it's doing something. It's bothering me. Definitely going to take it. And that's going to be another easy capture. And another easy capture. And you know me. Offer another trade. Don't mind if I do. He takes me. I'll take him. And what time is it? Time to bring that king to the center, right? We should have a pretty good idea what we want to do here. King up. Credit to our opponent. Also bringing the king in, right? It's a pretty big deal. You like to see that. Well, maybe you don't like to see that. But you like to see that from the opponents, right? Everyone heading to these 4 squares right here. Okay. Goes for this one. We've got our king about as close as we can. I can't really move this pawn here, so for now I might just move it here. Okay, well, he let us into the center here, so we'll definitely take it. Jump in there while we can. Okay, can bring our bishop, back to civilization just a little bit here. And then we also have lots of pawns on this side. So we got our king in the middle. Okay, just going here. We got pawns on this side. Take that. Always taking. Get those pawn moves up. Happy with our king. Nicely placed in the center. His king is not, so I would say that's probably a good thing for us. But yeah, these endgames, hopefully they're not that difficult. Okay, I'm just gonna, move some pawns. We only have one to move, so basically go here. Okay, puts the pawn up here. I'll use my piece and attack my opponent's pawns. He's going to do the same thing and take that. And okay, I guess push our pass pawn seems to be the right idea. So push that, see where it goes. Push him, baby. I mean, he's taken a long time. None of our decisions have needed much thought at all, right? Pretty goddamn simple. I don't even know if he's here. Okay, he's making this move, but you can see, like, our end game is literally, like, our brain's, like, switched off. It's just, like, pawns, king to the middle, pawns, pawn, okay, pawn, like, that's it. It's nothing too crazy. Yeah, push that guy. I mean, this was not a difficult game. Not a difficult game at all. It's the end game. I promise you. We circlers have a massive advantage going into end games. This is just the truth. This guy doesn't really know what he's doing. Do we know what we're doing? Not really. Like, do we understand the intricacies of opposite bishop endgames? No, we have honestly no idea. What do we understand? That our king belongs in the center of the board. That we push a pass pawn as soon as we can. We get rid of these RPMs in the endgame. So we just did that. Brought our king in the middle. Couldn't go further. Pushed our pass pawn. Couldn't go further. Oh, we had another option to bring our king in. Got there. Okay, we re-centralized our bishop to the best of our ability. Then we pushed pawns. Always made captures. Push pawn, push pawn. Okay, we ran out of pawn pushes. Well, king to the middle. We advanced all of our pawns, literally. So, use the other piece and, yeah, attack your opponent's pawns. I can only attack one of them. Forced. Take it. He took it. Well, all of a sudden, what about pushing pass pawn? Like, we literally followed, like, 2 to 3 rules, 2.5 rules. And it's enough. And we started this endgame down a pawn. So it's just, we have such an advantage in endgames. Why would we not go to them all the time? Clearly, we understand them better just with the absolute basic endgame habits. Basic. $13.39. Ooh. He says, I am Kwame. Okay. Well. This is going to be a big game right here. Legend has it, once upon a time, that Kobe and Kwame combined for a whopping total. 82 points? Incredible. Okay, the knights. Bishop out. Other bishop. to help us get castled. And of course, we don't want to forget to snork up. Snork up. Okay, rook into the center here. Get our queen up as well. He's starting his RPMs early. Just get our rooks in. And remember, I'm looking at this push in the center. Okay, he's going to go there. That's fine. We'll take. And RPM in the middle of the board. I definitely like this. This is what we build our pieces up for. Goes here. Let's go ahead and take that. Some more trades. Okay, and what do we have here? I guess we can bring rook to the open file rather than just there. Okay, and now what do we have? No doubling rooks. Like, it's just not possible. So we can pass on that. I would say knight here to move the pawn is good, and also knight in the middle. Those are my go-to ideas when we don't have pawns to push, don't have rooks to double. Okay, queen comes out here. Well, I've brought this knight in. I guess at this point, I don't really have anything else, so I'm going to go with this one, maybe with the idea of pushing that pawn. So let's try that. Okay. Yeah, rook takes there. We can always do the, hit him with the squint real quick. I'll keep my queen central and move out of the way so that hopefully we can play this one next. Okay, queen back. I think we'll just go for it. I mean, there's a reason we brought this knight here. It's literally to play this. So let's do it. And we can bring the knight back to that square after the pawn has moved. I mean, this is a great square for the knight. It's hitting 2 central squares. It's fantastic, but we move it out of the way to get a trade. Okay, we have a trade here. Let's definitely take that. And we get to use our snorkel for our king. Nice and safe. This is why we play that move so long ago. Why did we do it? So we'd be covered in a situation like this. Let's take here and bring our knight right back where we said we were. I don't mind this. Okay, bishop there. What can we do? We've got, no more rooks or anything. Don't really have a pawn push we can do just yet. Everything in the center is looking pretty smart. So maybe let's put another piece in there. Pieces in the middle can't really be a bad thing. Oh, and there's a trade. That definitely simplifies things. Put more pieces in the middle. That's the center of the board. I feel like we're doing a good job here. He goes bishop back. What are we? I don't really know what our plan is, but I'll just hang around the middle of the board. Every single one of my pieces. Okay, and he plays b4, which seems like this pawn here is just one for the taking. So let's take it. First of all, thank you very much. I've also got a pawn of my own now that I'd like to see on through. Plus, there's a pawn hanging here, and gonna really be a head scratcher here. It's not that difficult, guys. It's not that difficult. We just hang around the middle of the board. Good things happen to those who wait for good things to happen. Haven't you ever heard that expression? Okay. I like the energy. He's straight on through with b5, but yeah, that didn't last very long. Never forget, guys. Never forget. Good things happen to those who wait for good things to happen. We're 1347. Let's jump into the next one. All right. Following the basketball theme, we're up against Magic Bull. Let's go for this. We have our knight coming in, and at level 3, of course, we don't see this opening very often, actually. It's quite rare, I would say, in the series so far. E5 is probably 90% of the games, but yeah, we will play this Caro-Kann variation. Almost everyone so far has played D4. I haven't really seen anything else. So this is the first time we've been here, and yes, it's very tempting to take, but surprisingly, we will play the move Queen E2. You know, sitting here hoping for the guy to play this. Obviously, it's not going to happen. But Queen E2, this is part of our new Caro-Kann theory, our level 3 theory. We've probably the first time we've ever played it is right now, and we introduced it at 1100. So that just goes to show how not popular at all it has been, right? Like, this hasn't been a thing for us to even consider. Okay, goes there. Let's put a pawn in the middle, right? I'm still a little bit hopeful that he might take me because that will help my queen develop, but obviously it's possible he doesn't. And he doesn't. I can't make the guy. I can't make the guy. So I got probably one more move. Right? Just hitting the center before, obviously, we have problems here. I need to move this bishop and I can't. So that's probably the last move. Please take me. I'm asking nicely. Okay. It's good. Okay. I just had to ask nicely. My bad. All right. Well, that worked out. Let's get the bishop. Bishop into the middle. We just want a castle here. Our queen is attacked. Let's move into the center. And let's get castled. Right, we want to get castled. Still want to snork up. All that good stuff. Here we go. And the rooks will still make it to the middle. Snork up here. Knight hitting the bishop. Let's, keep our bishop hitting the center. Let's do that. And as we know, rooks are coming to the middle. Okay. Queen's attacked. Obviously, stay in the center. Go here. We want the rooks to the middle next. Okay. As usual, stay in the center if we can. And now we can't. Back we go. The next moves are still going to be the same, though. Rooks coming over to the middle. Yes, indeed. Next rook in. Okay, we have our rooks in. Feeling pretty good here. RPMs are going to be next. And of course, knight into the center of the board. That's always one that we wait and we use. A few RPMs here. This one makes the most sense. Okay, and this is a great example. We're not just going to take this knight. It's doing absolutely nothing for me. It's not bothering me. So let's get that knight into the middle. You can see how you sort of graduate from level 1 to level 3. Like, we're still doing the RPM. We're still bringing the knight in the middle, but we just don't need to exhaust every single RPM before we do it. And at level 1, we're not really in a position to be correct ever about that choice. So rather take it off your hands and say, well, just keep it level 1. Don't need to stress. Just make every pawn move, and then the knight will be waiting for you. But at level 3, I feel we're accomplished enough to make that call. All right, let's take. Again, knight's pretty useless. We're not just going to take it for no reason. Let's double the rooks. We're at the point now where we've got our knight in the middle. Doubling the rooks is another big plan. So let's go for that. Okay. Just double up. Okay, bishop here. RPM is quite successful at just repelling that attack. The bishop goes to c6, and now we're sort of taking stock once again. We have two bishops, like one of them is actually in the center, so quite nicely placed. We have the rooks doubled on the open file. Maybe just improve my queen a little bit here, but this is a really nice position. Knight to a6. Okay. What can we do? What can we do? Not too sure. Everything looks pretty perfect the way it is, honestly. So yeah, he's covered this pawn, but he has put the knight on the side of the board. It's kind of, I wouldn't say it's a great move. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do. Bishop is looking pretty nice. I'll bring the bishop back. Still aimed at the center. Not really sure what to do. Like this bishop, we could move it back, but I kind of like the central placement of it. And so I was thinking, okay, let's bring my queen into the center. What's he up to here? Okay. My next move was going to be my queen up into the center. This one, yeah, we're not not really interested in moving these pawns, so I guess I'm going to defend the pawn like this. Like I really don't advise moving pawns in front of your king, so I might have to solve my problem with my queen here. So guard this one. He does bring the rook over. This is nice for me. Like, just generally, we can have the bishop still attacking the center, and we can offer a trade. I'm always up for trading material. Brings the knight back. Not sure what can we do here. Jeez, I really don't know. This is a I don't know what move to make move, so just play it. Probably not the best move objectively. Queen. In the center here. I feel that, my queen would like to be... I mean, he just moved his queen off that. Okay, we can take this, though. This actually is a pin. Let's start with that. I would like my queen in the center. I really only put it where it is because I was defending that pawn, but truly my whole game plan would be... Okay, yeah, let's trade that. And we can take this in the middle. Okay, let's bring our king in. Bishop into the middle here. And yeah, king into the center should be the way to go. Okay. Bring our king in. I mean, he's doing pretty well there. Bishop attack. Bishop attack pawns. Oh, okay, let's take that. We need to get some pre-moves going here, so let's just get this one no matter what. Okay, let's just go. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. We win the speed. We win the speed race. It's the moves that do absolutely nothing technique. Pre-moves. Wow, they're so OP. The quality of your moves is highly irrelevant. The fact that you're pre-moving is very relevant. Like, it's like I was running a relay here. Could just go in circles. Like, nothing matters. Just go in circles, dude. You just need to make sure you are pre-moving. If you're not pre-moving, you're throwing games away. The quality of your moves is not important, but you need to, literally, you have to enable pre-moves. I know that's the hardest part for everyone here. You have to enable them so they're possible. You have to know what they are. So, for example, here, I would make a move now while it's my opponent's turn. That's a pre-move. And once you have the hang of it, once you have the rhythm, just send anything you want. Like, move your king around in a circle. At that point, you just want to be the one pre-moving versus not pre-moving. If you're a little bit higher rated than this, you're around 2,000, you're both going to be pre-moving anyway. So the quality of the move is important as well as the fact you're pre-moving. Dude, 1,300? Lower than 1,300, God forbid? You're not pre-moving? You're trolling. Like, you're just throwing games away. Just pre-move. Make sure you're making a move while it's your opponent's turn if you have less than 10 seconds. If you both have less than 10 seconds, then that's the most important thing you should be doing. You're not calculating anything. All habits, they just don't matter, except pre-moving. When you're less than 5 seconds, less than 10 seconds, I mean, this is just important.